Yes?
You want to sing?
My name is Matas. My name is Alex. My name is Mariam. I want to be a pilot. And I want to be a I want to be a teacher.
My name's Carol Hardman, and together with my late husband Peter, in a moment of total madness, we decided that we would try and help some people. Because Kibaki, that's the president before last, had said that all primary education was going to be free. Well, that was sort of right. Ticked all the boxes for the international community, but it wasn't actually true because they still had to buy uniforms and buy books. So that was beyond most of them, so they were still on the street, not getting an education at all. We started in a very small way, in this small school in the village, and then we managed to get some land, as you see today, and we built the first 3 classrooms, which are here behind me, the kitchen, the dining hall, the school office, and we couldn't understand why all the kids were lining up endlessly to wash their hands. But of course they'd never had running water before. So when we started, and we had one teacher and an assistant, the chief cut the ribbon, and on May the 12th, 2008, we opened our doors for the very first time.
Okay, my name is Stella Umazi, and the school started since 2008. But I joined them in 2009. Peter Adman and Mama Caro, they had that dream of having a school, and come 2010 is when our school was ready. So we moved from this place to that place now, where we are. Yeah, and the population increased. We are now 130. Our first candidates, they are the ones who are sitting for the exam this year. At least we shall have the first lot who have done KCPE by December.
My name is Isa Hamish Ali. I'm the head teacher of Future Hope School. And I've set a project for myself that the kids that I met when I came here, I wanted to change them, to inspire them and to make them better, and to make them feel comfortable even though they are vulnerable children. So for all the time that I've been around, so much has improved, and I'm really proud. Most of the children, as you know, they have very broken backgrounds. We have situations where some of the kids don't have a proper shelter. We have situations where the kids don't live with their actual parents. It's difficult to get food. Some of them, the only food they get is the food they get at school. And they tell you during the morning when they come in, because you only give them porridge, and sometimes it's not enough because they haven't eaten for 15 hours. And they tell you, sir, I'm still hungry. They are some of the lucky ones. They get to be taken care of in the best way possible. So I think their lives have changed so much. And we have a very big team of staff who are compassionate about their work, who are hardworking, who take care of the children. Hello,
everybody. When Peter, my husband, died 4 years ago, I very nearly gave up. It was desperate times. And it was only through the support of our donors and friends that I kept going. And just to add insult to injury, various other people connected with the school died, like the accountant and then another accountant. So it was, as I said, desperate times. But the reason that I'm still here and the reason that I now have Tim Williams standing by my side is because
of our daughters.
Our daughters got us together. which was quite amazing. It's not often that fate intervenes with such an extraordinary hand. And when they said, you've got to meet each other, little did we know where the adventure would lead us. Thomas and Borrow wandered into my life one day when there was a dead turtle washed up on our beach. And he appeared, and we started chatting, and it soon became apparent that he was a very unique young man.
So that's how I met Carol and Peter Hardman, and they told me about their plans. They told me about the school that they were starting up, and it was an exciting opportunity for me to get involved. But she told me, look, we need you because this is a project about the village. This is a project that is going to help your brothers and sisters get an opportunity that probably you didn't get, but if they get it now, it will be so enjoyable for them, and it will be a good opportunity for them. So I joined the trustee as a treasurer, and I was able to help them with the bookkeeping because that's basically what I do. And all the way from the time I joined them up to now, I've come to believe that if you are given an opportunity early in life, especially in education, it can really change your life. And that is what now Tim and Carol are doing. They are basically changing the destinies of students, of small kids here who would have otherwise not got an opportunity. It's something that is worth the sacrifice. I mean, every year they have to go into Europe, do fundraising here and there, so that they can get money, not for themselves, but to come and support kids who would have otherwise had no future in education. Maybe they could have just been dropouts like any other person. So I visit periodically, and whenever I come, I usually sit with youngsters to just tell them that it's possible, even for them. They can make it, even from this situation, the way it is, there's no reason to give up, because the only way is up. Yes.
I think the library has improved a lot since I came here. When I came at first, the children used just to come, pick a book, go and read there. Now you will not know which book has gotten lost, but now I see there is orderly. The people come, read, they return the book where it's supposed to be, and you find the library looking neat. Yeah, I think it has really improved a lot.
Wolfgang, who is part of Vipingo EV, on his 80th birthday said to everybody, I don't want any more gifts, I'd like you to donate money. And he raised €1,000, and with that money we bought 5 computers from Ireland and shipped them out, and they're working beautifully. And £1,000 seems to be the magic mark, because behind us is the adventure playground, and that was raised by a lovely lady called Margaret Salmon, who sadly is no longer with us. Her son, Hugh, set up a Just Giving page, and they raised about £890. She thought she'd raise about 50. And with that money, we built the adventure playground. Actually, we used recycled KPLC telegraph poles.
Exactly.
Yes. And it's not just education that we do, because we run all kinds of sidelines. We run adult literacy. When the school closes in the afternoon, we have women come in, mainly women, come in to take part in the adult literacy classes, and they learn Kiswahili, English and basic maths. And these are women who have never picked up a pencil in their life, and today they're sitting their first set of exams. They're very nervous and very excited. We have girls and boys clubs during the holiday time. We open our doors to the local village people, village children, should I say.
Yep.
And they come in and are given talks on sex, health, birth control, AIDS.
Can you go to class 3? Class 1, class
1. They are going to talk in general, and you are going to teach me. It's not me who's going to teach you, it's you who's going to teach me. If you have sex at this age, you can get what? Pregnant. That one brings us to our next step. When you want to have sex, there is one question that you should ask yourself. Am I ready? Am I ready?
This here is the borehole that was done, and it was done about 3-4 years ago. And it was done because the people in this village had a problem with water. I mean, they could not get water. And we used to walk more than 2 kilometers to go and get water. So that is the same journey that I used to make in the mornings. I used to wake up early, about 4 a.m. I go get water on the other side. And then I come with probably like 10 liters. I come and shower. And then after that, that's when I used to go to school. So it was really a struggle, even getting yourself clean to go to the school, because this water that you're seeing flowing here was not available. But now, thank God, well-wishers again came and they drilled this borehole free of charge for the village. And that is why people now can be able to enjoy free water as it is. They only contribute a little for the maintenance of the borehole, but everything else is provided for.
We also have a very strong AIDS support group because Sammy, our health officer, is very well versed in the community work of HIV and AIDS, and they come here to get support.
I myself, I was born in this village. I was raised in this village. I went to second school in another village, but this village was like, there was no future. The poor were to remain poor, and the rich remain rich. But we appreciate that you have this school, and all the donors around the world are coming to help us because it's increasing at raising the life standard of the people around here. So because you can see many kids are from our village, they're getting free education, free clothing, free treatment. That's good, and they're having hope that there's a future ahead of them like any other days. Because in terms of like they are playing all sorts of games, they're happy, and they know that tomorrow they'll be elsewhere doing other things good. Yeah.
Okay, so my name's Tim Williams. I'm Carol's partner, and I came out here first 2 years ago with Carol, and the first thing I looked at was what's going to happen to these kids when they finish from here in 2 years' time. Our first intake, the year 6 at that time, will need a secondary school to go on to. So with bravado I said, I know, I shall fund a secondary school, I shall find the money. Within 6 weeks I decided that this was impossible. But then we managed through supporters we have in Germany, Vipingo EV and Future Hope EV, to meet another group who own and run this school, Green Olive EV. And we found we had to change a lot of things, and we took over in September, and it's now thriving and growing. It's a boarding school, so it's a boy and girl mixed boarding school, which is perfect for our kids because as they live with guardians in Vipingo Village, coming here will be perfect for them, and they can come as a group, and so they know each other. Now, if we hadn't found a school for them to come to, it would have been a bit of a lottery about where they would have gone, and we wouldn't have had any sort of control over it. We'd have had to have found funding for them, because as with all schools, you have to find funding. At least by them coming here, we can follow them from kindergarten all the way through and into secondary school. And we have plans to build a polytechnic school just behind this school, so we have 6 acres of land there. And to build a polytechnic will mean the kids who don't get through to go to university, because obviously not all of them will, we can then teach them a trade, all different skills that they can then take on into their adult life, which will give them a future. So we changed the school motto, and they've come up with my effort, my fortune. And I think that sums it up perfectly.
Which color is this? Green. Good. Which one is color red? That one. Color blue.
We saw the buildings growing. We saw everything growing. The children growing, but as well the whole place. And we are always involved in the plans for the development.
Anna buys kikois and
African art.
African art, and we sell it on occasions in Germany let's say like the Christmas market or the summer parties they have somewhere. And so we make a bit money.
But every penny we make goes to Carol's, to the Future Hope Montessori School.
And now Carol has a new partner, Tim, very sympathetic man, and he is in here working and doing. It's fantastic.
It has to be said that Tim and Carol, they give their heart blood for the Future Hope Montessori School, and you can't do more than these two do for a place in Kenya.
Okay, my name is Anne Nyawera Mukono. I'm a PTA member. I have 4 glad children who are in this school, which I'm happy with that, because we are so grateful for this school, because they are really helping us. As you see, Kenya now economy is very difficult for people like us, especially who are living with the HIV. We have a lot of problem with the food. And here, when the child come here, she get food, he get clothes, and we're happy for that. Yeah.
It's really doing something to the community, and us also we are benefiting because our children are studying well here, so we really appreciate. And also, us as a community members, we are here to present the parents over there. So we present. Everybody here has his own class, which is he presents. So whatever there's any problem, we share the ideas with the teachers and we solve it and we progress.
We rely strongly on our headmaster Isa, on Sammy, on Mike, and on other members of staff who all live in the village, and also on Augustus Mzungu, who runs the health clinic here. And we rely on them to tell us who the desperate children are, who are the children that actually are coming from a desperate situation where they've got no chance of paying for their education. And a lot of them can't afford this, and if it wasn't for us, they'd literally be living on the street as street urchins. And they come here and they get the most amazing education, and they will go on, and hopefully they will go on to become the leaders of this country.
So what can you say makes our school different from other schools?
You have a chance to make your dreams come true.
Does one of us here have dreams?
If I finish the studies, I like to be a pilot.
Well, my aim is to be a broadcaster.
A news broadcaster, that's interesting.
I would like to be a captain of a ship.
So what do you think the school does that helps you to reach to that dream? What are the things that the school does that helps you towards getting closer to your dream?
Even the activities we are having in Future, they are very different from other schools, and they make us able to see how we can get a future life.
Well, the volunteers who come from different parts of the country help us to inform us more about what we want to become.
So we are given a chance to realize that we have a dream and we are working towards the dream. So that is very good, isn't it? If this school was not here, what would we be doing right now?
We could be just roaming on the streets. And some of us also could be in the activities of abusing the drugs like the others in our community.
Would you still be getting the chance for your dream to come true?
No, I don't think so. Because from where I come from most of the time, they just discourage our dreams. But in future, if they've given us a chance they've given us a probability that one day we'll be able to achieve our dreams. And future hope. Well, there's a lot of hope that one day can become somebody big.
By giving to us for our charity, we are here. We spend 8-9 months of the year here, and we actually are at the school 4 or 5 times a week. We're involved with the community and we see where the money goes. And sometimes we find cases of complete abject poverty, or someone's been injured or hurt and they can't do anything. So we can then immediately help them. So it's not sort of a faceless charity that you're giving to. We are here and we make sure the money is spent properly.
Every single penny that is raised is accounted for. And that's not many charities can hand on heart say that. So it's exciting and it's different and it's open, and we're actually making huge changes within the community. And people are so friendly towards, they're desperate to learn, they're desperate to have a sort of work. And it's a real passion of both of ours.
You know, if you feel like you want to join us on this adventure, we have our own Facebook page. We send out newsletters every month. We have blogs. So I mean, you can join us. You may not be able to be here, but you'll be more than happy for you to come and visit. But we will keep you informed. We'll tell you where your money's being spent, and you will see changes.
And the one final message I would like to give as founder, joint founder with Peter of Future Hope Montessori School, is education changes nations. And education is a debt from present to future generations.
Yes?
You want to sing?
Shiny.